Hello friends, welcome to my travel vlog, Motorbike Tourist. This is my 19th vlog. This is a motorcycle riding vlog. In this, I'm going back to India from Nepal, from Pokhara, to reach Dehradun in Uttarakhand. Reaching Dehradun in Uttarakhand state took me like 4 days of continuous motorcycle ride. The first 2 days I rode through Nepal to its western border, crossed over to India towards Uttarakhand state, and from there I took another 2-day ride to reach Haridwar and Dehradun. So in the first day of this 4 days ride, I started from Pokhara to reach Butwal, a place very close to Indian border. And that route took me through very beautiful, very scenic places in Nepal. Pokhara, situated towards the west of Kathmandu, is known for its natural and scenic beauty as well as adventure tourism. I was there in Pokhara for about 3 days, but due to continuous rains, I could not go to many tourist places. The first among the main places I visited in Pokhara is the Buddhist Peace Pagoda, the Shanti Stupa. Then there is the Feva Lake for boating, Davis Falls which had a lot of water in it, the Gupteshwar Mahadev Cave, a tourist and pilgrimage site, and the Mahendra Cave as well as the Bath Cave. So my visit to all these places, including good videos and pictures I've captured, are there in my 17th travel vlog. I'm just giving a link to that vlog over here. But this vlog is not about any tourist attractions or tourist places. This is a motorcycle riding vlog, purely a riding vlog. I'm going from Pokhara to reach Butwal. And the first part of this ride, in fact, I had given in my previous vlog. It took me through very scenic, very beautiful places through Nepal. I was going through Siddhartha Rajmarg. That is the road connecting Pokhara with Butwal. That is about 170 kilometers. And it goes through mountain ridges. So we are climbing down the hill. Pokhara is situated at a higher altitude, very close to the Annapurna mountain ranges, and we have to climb down the hill to reach the plains, and Butwal is situated in the plains. The route, the Siddhartha Rajmarg, which connects Pokhara to Butwal, is maintained very well for most of the places, like about 90% of the places, and it goes through mountain ridges from where you can see a lot of scenic places, very beautiful places on the road. There are a lot of small streams and small rivers flowing on one side, and there is mountains on the other side. So this is an absolutely fantastic route to enjoy your motorcycle ride or a four-wheeler drive. And what you're seeing now, in fact, is a preview of the first part of this ride, which is there in my previous vlog, and I'm just giving a link to that vlog just about here. I divided this single day's ride into 2 vlogs because I captured a lot of videos with my GoPro, and I think this is the area when I stopped my travel vlog in my previous video. Reaching this place, I think I've covered about 70% of the ride, that is about 120-130 kilometers from Pokhara to Butwal. The landscape here has slightly changed because the roads are going through much more flatter landscape like valleys than previously. But it is still hills on both sides of the road, and I think it is just about from this place that the landslide prone areas of Nepal start, or the landslide prone areas of this route. And going ahead in this video itself, you can see where I reached a place where it rained heavily, it was heavily landslide prone, and I was stuck there for about 1 hour or so. And that is just before reaching Butwal. I think about 10 kilometers before Butwal, you get a patchy road because of the landslides which have damaged the roads. When I reached that place, that is just before Butwal, it started raining. It rained very heavily. It was like a cloud burst. And there was a small landslide which blocked the road, so I was stuck there for about 1 hour. So that was one difficult phase of this ride, but it was adventurous. It was beautiful going through that road even with the landslide and the damaged roads. The time I think is about 3 in the afternoon, and I think I took about 5 hours to cover this 140 kilometers, so I'm doing a very slow ride as usual. I was planning on staying in Butwal for the night, so I didn't want to reach there early. I just want to enjoy the beauty of the places. Apart from this natural beauty, look towards the left side, a bullet rider, an Enfield bullet rider, one among the very few Enfield bullet riders I've seen in Nepal. From just about here, there seems to be a slight change in geography. Till now I was going through mountain ridges, and from here I am descending down continuously, rapidly. The descent has become more steeper than before. It might not seem different for you, but it did sure felt differently for me. I'm not able to exactly explain what it is. Perhaps it is these rock structures, the way these rocks seem from the distance. I think the geographical formations, the rock, the mountain structure, the rock formations and all that is slightly different here than before. That is the areas through which I was coming through just before this place, through this route, that is Siddhartha Rajmarg. These hills that you see on the distance have a different type of rock structure. It seems white colored rocks and sand. I'm not sure why that is, or is it just an optical illusion or something else, but it sure does look white colored rocks. I do not have much knowledge in geography. I have not studied it in detail at least, but I'm definitely interested in it. That is one of the reasons why I do these solo motorcycle rides, where I can get to see different things, different places, different geographies, different structures, of course different people, different cultures and all that. Well, that milestone over there, I think it told me that it is only about less than 20 kilometers. I'm not sure exactly what it said because it is written in Nepali numbers. I think it said about 19 kilometers. I didn't want to rush myself. I just didn't want to reach Butwal before evening. I just want to enjoy these places, so I was going very slowly. But in fact, I had not thought about this potential landslide prone area, or that I would get stuck in that landslide. The idea was to reach Butwal by nightfall and stay there for the night. The other reason why I was doing this slow progress because it was getting continuously hotter and hotter. The previously colder climatic conditions or the colder climatic regions were giving way to much more hotter climates. Or rather I should say hot regions, because I'm climbing down the hill, I'm losing altitude, and the colder places are the higher altitudes of Nepal like Pokhara. And that is the remains of another landslide. I think it is very recent. My this day's ride has so far went well because it was mostly sunny during the first part of this day, and in the afternoon, just about here, it is cloudy. Those rain clouds that you see on the distance, I thought first it was very far away, but it was not. It came very rapidly, then the rain came very rapidly. It was like a cloud burst, very heavy rain, and at the same time as the rain started, the roads got worse. And both the things started at the same time. The rains came and the roads disappeared. Till now on this road, I have not seen this much patchy roads. This Siddhartha highway, Siddhartha Rajmarg, has been maintained very well, at least till about here. And at some places like these, the roads get very narrow. And this is, I think, just before Butwal, okay? I think it is less than about 15 kilometers or so, maybe about 10 kilometers. And so the traffic increases. Just before reaching this portion of the road, I was held up for about 1 hour. There was a landslide on this road. The road was blocked, so they were not letting anybody through this road. And this was a slightly adventurous road because this is a landslide prone area. There are not much roads to see because of the landslides which has damaged these roads, and also the water activity. The water flowing from above when it rains, it is not these waterfalls that you see on both sides are not permanent waterfalls. They are just because of the rain activity due to the cloudburst, due to the heavy rains. I was told not to stop at any place on this road, in spite of the fact that the place was beautiful. It got much more beautiful because of this rain activity, the waterfalls or the kind of waterfalls it's created. But at the same time, this rain activity, the rains also brings about these rocks and small boulders to the road. So this portion of this road, that is Siddhartha Rajmarg, is slightly dangerous due to the potential of landslides from rain. And at the same time it is adventurous. It was also very beautiful. It was like a very steep mountain on the left side and a small river on the right side. But then there are things like these. This, I think, is a landslide which happened very recently. See, the rocks and boulders are on the road. The water flow has washed away most of the road tarmac, and at some places they have tried to concrete the road, but I think it has not helped. From here, if you look towards the right side, you can see some peculiar geographic structures. The rock structure on the right side of this road has some peculiarity. Again, I'm not sure what it is and how it is. I'm not sure about the geography of the place, but it sure looks different. It looks to me that it is some kind of graphite-like structure. The rock structure, if you see closely, is slanting towards one side. That is, the layers of the rock are slanting. So these places on both sides of the road look good. That kind of a waterfall kind of a thing, on the right side here, this rock formation, this slanting graphite-like rock formation, it all looks good. But whenever I stop somewhere, people going through that road advise me not to stop here, just go along. This is that slanting graphite-like rock structure. And there is a small river down beneath. So if anybody is coming through this road, like taking this route to reach Pokhara or to reach Butwal, that is the Siddhartha Rajmarg, especially during the monsoon season, during the rainy season, just inquire before with the local people about the condition of the road, the potentiality of landslide, whether there is any blocks on the road. I mean road blocks. And this place I think is very close to Butwal. It is not even like 10 kilometers from here to Butwal. So this place is like the end of the hills, end of the large mountain ranges. Just going ahead, you will see the mountains completely disappear in front of you, and the plains start abruptly, quite suddenly. And we are almost reaching that place. From here, I think the mountainous region ends. This, I think, is the entrance to Butwal. So here is the thanks from people of one region in Nepal, and also to you for staying with me so far. This, I would say, is the last viewpoint of this kind, a viewpoint from the mountains, from the top of the mountains. From just about here, the mountain region ends. We're going to enter the plains, and the plains start abruptly. The hilly mountainous areas disappear in front of you, the plains start and the town starts, then the traffic. And this is Butwal town, and this car is from India. But then I didn't stop there. I just took a right from there. From Butwal, you take a right to catch the east-west highway towards west. And this is the east-west highway. Not much traffic. This is just one place where it was traffic due to this breakdown. But other than that, it is a completely flat, straight road. So my ride got better because you don't have to strain too much on these flat roads. You just have to keep on the accelerator. I'm not a fan of nighttime driving, so by nightfall I reached this place. This is a small town, and I decided to stay for the night. This is the hotel room I took. It is some kind of a highway hotel, highway lodge. If anybody is coming through this route, I would advise not to stay here. The name of this place I think is just highway hotel, so don't stay here. It was not good, it was ugly, it was smelling. But then that completes my first day's ride, and this is the second day. And by next day evening, I crossed the Nepal border to reach Uttarakhand in India. This place I think is called Bhimbhatta. I was till now going through the east-west highway, and all about this, like the second day's ride is in my next vlog. So what you see now is a preview of my next day's ride from Butwal to Bhimbhatta, where I crossed over to India. I'm hoping you liked this vlog, my ride from Pokhara to Butwal. If you did like it, press that like button, also share with your friends, and also try to support me because more of these rides and my visits to a lot of tourist places are coming up. So you can do that by subscribing to my channel and also turning on the notifications button, so whenever I upload a new video, you will get notified. Thank you very much for staying with me. The link to my next video vlog is just about here, the right side one.